Hi, I'm Jacob Walters and I'm with Justin Daniels, and we will be briefing Deliverable 1 for the Army Retirement Choosing System. So first we'll start off with the requirements diagram. As you can see here, we have our top level requirement where the system shall calculate the value of both retirement options and then recommend the best one. Moving on to our subfunctions, we have the first one, which is look up the monetary value of the entire military career, starting with the actual military service. First, the user will input their age, years of service, and then time until retirement. So if the person's been in for 10 years and they want to retire at 20 years, they'll say 10. Then, moving on, you have the benefits. You have the number of dependents, and then the GI Bill here. And then finally, you have to look up the value of the retirement pay involving the TSP investments, which will be entered as a percentage of the user's salary, and then the years that the user will expect to collect retirement pay. Moving on, you have look at the monetary value of the civilian career right here, and here the user will put in their job choice, what they expect to make, and then how long they'll expect to work in that career. Next, you have the system will calculate the total monetary value of the military and the civilian careers, and then finally it will display these. So first it'll display it as a table, and then alongside it'll display the monetary value of the civilian career, which will be the same regardless of which retirement option the user chooses. Then it'll display the value of the military, the active duty military career, under the old plan and then the new plan, and then finally it'll display the monetary value of the retirement pay, again under the old plan and the new plan. Next we have the blocks diagram. This is just the components of the system, the retirement calculator. So the first one is the user interface, and this is just what it'll look like and how the user will input their information. Then you have the data tables, which the system will look up. So first you have the Army data tables, and this will look at the pay tables for whatever rank the person is, whether enlisted, warrant officer, or officer. Then you have the civilian employment tables, which will be the same regardless of the person's rank. And then you have the lists where the person will input their data, and then depending on the data, the system will look at the civilian and then the different pay tables. So you have contribution to TSP, time in career, civilian career that is, years of service, job choice in the civilian sector, number of dependents, what the job side will be in the civilian sector, civilian occupation again, years until the GI Bill, years to collect retirement pay, years until retirement, civilian years of service, as in like how long it'll take, how long they'll work in the system, or excuse me, in the civilian sector, and then finally their age.
Hello, this is Cadet Daniels, and this is our sequence diagram. You would like to use sequence diagrams if you need to precisely specify the interactions between the entities. So here we have the user with the user interface who enters what his rank is, rather if he's enlisted, a warrant officer, or an actual officer, the rank with time of service, afterwards his civilian occupation until age 62, years in civilian occupation, and his TSP contributions. From there, the user interface uses the data tables where, based off the rank, position, TSP contributions can give you the net present value of a military retirement. Also, with their civilian occupation, years in civilian occupation, can give you the net present value of their civilian job, which will ultimately give you the total net present value for retirement.